Everyone knows Elon Musk as the world's richest innovator, the man who reshaped how we drive, how we communicate, and even how we dream about the future. With a fortune of more than $300 billion, Elon stands as a global icon. But what if his success is only the tip of a much larger story? Behind the Tesla factories and SpaceX rockets lies a powerful family network. Parents, siblings, each building empires of their own. From a father whose fortune began in emerald mining and real estate, to a mother who became an international supermodel, to a brother revolutionizing sustainable food, and a sister running a $170 million romance film platform, the Musk legacy is far bigger than Elon alone. Stay tuned, because the hidden wealth, ambition, and influence of the Musk family may just surprise you. Maye Musk. Before Elon Musk became a global name, his mother, Maye Musk, was already building a remarkable legacy of her own. Born in Canada and raised in South Africa, Maye began modeling at just 15 years old. What started as teenage work quickly grew into a career that would span over 5 decades and multiple continents. She has graced the covers of some of the world's biggest magazines, including Time, Vogue, Women's Day, and Sports Illustrated, where she made history as the oldest woman ever featured in the swimsuit issue at the age of 74. Maye's story is not only about beauty but also about resilience. She raised 3 children, Elon, Kimble, and Tusca, as a single mother, all while furthering her education and career. She earned 2 master's degrees, one in dietetics from the University of the Orange Free State in South Africa, and another in nutritional science from the University of Toronto, Canada. With determination, she built her nutrition business from scratch, often cold-calling doctors to grow her client base. Her clinics stretched across 3 countries, and she worked in the field for over 45 years while still maintaining her modeling career. Her success has also given her financial strength. Today, Maye Musk has a net worth estimated at $45 million. She owns 5 high-end properties, including homes in Manhattan, Los Angeles, Toronto, and near SpaceX's facilities. Her garage houses an impressive collection of luxury cars, including a $3 million Bugatti Chiron, a $1 million Lamborghini Aventador, a Tesla Model S, and other high-end vehicles. She also holds an investment portfolio valued at about $9 million, with interests in technology, fashion, and wellness. In addition, she owns 2 yachts worth over $10 million. But Maye's influence is not limited to her wealth or career. She has remained in the spotlight, appearing in music videos, walking red carpets, and starring in high-profile fashion campaigns for brands like Revlon, Target, and CoverGirl, where she became the oldest model ever signed at age 69. She has also made bold choices, such as posing for an artistic nude photo shoot with New York Magazine in 2011, proving that confidence and freedom have no age limit. Even in her 70s, she continues to shine on runways. At New York Fashion Week in 2025, she showcased the Jazui Fall divided by winter collection, wearing a silver dress with a white fur coat, symbolizing resilience and elegance, much like the plum blossom in Asian culture. She is also known for her refined fashion style, often carrying Celine bags, traveling with Rimowa luggage, and wearing shoes from designers like Christian Louboutin and Alexander McQueen. Maye Musk's story is proof that beauty is more than appearances. It comes from strength, intelligence, and perseverance. She has faced hardships, yet she never stopped learning, growing, and pushing forward. Today, she stands not only as a successful supermodel and businesswoman, but also as an inspiration to millions of women worldwide. Her life sends a powerful message: women can remain radiant, strong, and financially independent at any age. Errol Musk. Before Elon Musk became one of the world's richest men, his father had already built a fortune and a reputation that left a lasting mark on the family. Born in South Africa, Errol was a gifted electromechanical engineer and a daring entrepreneur. By the age of 30, he was already a millionaire thanks to his ventures in construction and real estate. He designed and built military bases, office complexes, and commercial centers, and for a time, the Musk family lived in what was considered the largest house in Pretoria. One of Errol's most famous and controversial ventures was his emerald mine in Zambia, which he co-owned for 6 years. According to family stories, The mine produced so much wealth that emeralds were sometimes carried around like loose change. Errol himself once recalled that their home safe couldn't even close because it was overflowing with emeralds. He even took some directly to Tiffany & Co. in New York to sell. At the height of his wealth, Errol bought private planes, yachts, and a fleet of luxury cars, including Bentleys, Rolls-Royces, BMW convertibles, and Mercedes-Benz sedans. Wealth gave him the freedom to live boldly. If he wanted a new project, he funded it. If he wanted a plane or a yacht, he bought it without hesitation. His fortune and fearless spirit created the environment that shaped Elon's confidence and problem-solving mindset. Elon himself admitted that he got his engineering mindset from his dad. Growing up around construction projects, real estate deals, and technical brilliance had a deep impact on him. But Errol's story is not only about wealth and genius. His personal life has been marked by turbulence and controversy. He fathered 7 children with 3 different women. The most shocking revelation came when it was revealed he had 2 children with Jana Bezweidenhout, the stepdaughter of his ex-wife, whom he had helped raise since childhood. This revelation, which came when Errol was in his 70s, created an even deeper divide between him and Elon. Despite the scandals, Errol Musk remains a complicated but undeniable influence in Elon's story. He once claimed he could be richer than Elon if he cared about money, showing his mix of pride and indifference toward wealth. His brilliance gave his children the foundation to dream big, but his choices also served as a cautionary example. Elon Musk. Elon Musk's story begins in Pretoria, South Africa, where he was a quiet, withdrawn boy who preferred books and video games over playing outside. While other children ran around, Elon spent hours lost in science fiction novels, computer manuals, and daydreams of what the future could look like. By the age of 10, he was already programming, and at 12, he built and sold his first video game, Blastar, for $500, a remarkable achievement for a child. But his childhood was far from easy. Elon was severely bullied, once beaten so badly that he was knocked unconscious. Those painful experiences left scars, but they also lit a fire in him. He became determined to build a life where he could never be ignored again. After leaving South Africa, Elon moved to Canada and later transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the US, where he earned degrees in physics and economics. He briefly enrolled in a PhD program at Stanford but dropped out after just 2 days to chase the rising internet boom. That decision changed everything. He co-founded Zip2, which sold for $307 million, and later built X.com, which became PayPal. His share from PayPal's sale brought him $180 million. Instead of retiring comfortably, Elon risked nearly all of it on bold, unproven ideas. Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and later xAI. Each venture pushed the boundaries of what most thought possible. Tesla turned electric cars from a niche curiosity into a global movement, growing into a company worth more than $800 billion. SpaceX broke the grip of traditional aerospace giants with reusable rockets that slashed the cost of space travel. Neuralink is exploring brain-computer interfaces, while xAI seeks to shape the future of artificial intelligence. What sets Elon apart is not just his wealth, but his mindset. He works 80 to 100 hours a week, often sleeping on factory floors during Tesla's toughest times. He sees failure not as defeat, but as a stepping stone. When rockets exploded, he built another. When Tesla neared bankruptcy in 2008, he put in his last funds and refused to quit. Today, Elon Musk runs 6 companies, holds a fortune worth more than $300 billion, and dreams of making humanity multiplanetary. Yet his personal life is just as complex. 3 marriages, 11 children, including twins, and the uniquely named XAA-12, a name that reflects his mix of science, art, and vision. Beyond rockets and cars, Elon loves vintage vehicles. He once owned a McLaren F1, which he famously crashed, a Lotus Esprit from a James Bond movie, and even a Ford Model T, the symbol of the first automotive revolution. Kimble Musk. While Elon Musk set his eyes on rockets and electric cars, his younger brother, Kimble Musk, chose a completely different path. Our food system. He believed that the way we eat shapes not only our health but also our communities and the future of the planet. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, Kimble grew up alongside Elon and even took his first entrepreneurial steps with him. In 1995, the brothers co-founded Zip2, one of the early online software companies. Just 4 years later, the company was sold for $307 million. With his share, Kimble could have lived a quiet, comfortable life, but instead, he followed his passion: food and sustainability. After studying at the French Culinary Institute in New York, Kimble opened the Kitchen Restaurant Group in 2004, starting with a farm-to-table restaurant in Boulder, Colorado. The idea was simple but powerful: create restaurants that use locally sourced ingredients, support farmers, and bring people together over healthy meals. The concept grew quickly, expanding into cities like Denver, Chicago, and Austin, generating millions in revenue each year. More importantly, the kitchen became a cultural influence, showing that sustainable dining could be both profitable and impactful. But Kimble didn't stop there. In 2016, he co-founded Square Roots, an urban farming company that grows fresh produce inside climate-controlled shipping containers. Using hydroponic technology, these farms could produce the equivalent of 2 acres of traditional farmland, all while operating right in the middle of cities. Partnering with major distributors like Whole Foods and Gordon Food Services, Square Roots proved that fresh, chemical-free food could be delivered straight to urban communities. Alongside his businesses, Kimble has always invested in education. Through his nonprofit Big Green, he has built hundreds of outdoor learning gardens in schools across the United States. These gardens teach children about healthy eating, farming, and sustainability, empowering the next generation to make better choices for their bodies and the planet. His efforts have already reached thousands of students nationwide. Kimble Musk's success is not only financial, though. He has a net worth of over $720 million and is among the top shareholders of Tesla, but also deeply personal. He owns a modern $2.9 million farmhouse estate in Boulder, Colorado, a $60 million Gulfstream G600 private jet, and several Tesla models, including the very first Model 3. In 2025, he donated that car to raise $2.1 million for school gardens across the U.S., proving his commitment to giving back. Kimble has also invested more than $70 million into green technologies and cultured meat, believing that food innovation is key to solving global hunger and environmental crises. At the same time, he hasn't shied away from politics. He openly criticized President Donald Trump's tax policies and accused Vice President J.D. Vance of backing tariffs that hurt low-income communities. His voice shows that he is not afraid to challenge systems that stand in the way of a sustainable future. At 52, Kimble is a husband, a father of 3, Luca, Stella, and August, and a board member of both Tesla and SpaceX. But more than titles and wealth, what defines him is his mission. While his brother Elon reaches for Mars, Kimble is planting seeds on Earth, working to build a healthier, greener, and more connected world. Tusca Musk. While her brothers Elon and Kimble set their sights on rockets and restaurants, Tusca Musk, the youngest of the Musk siblings, chose a completely different path. Instead of engineering or farming, she built a kingdom of romance. In 2017, Tusca founded Passionflix, a streaming service dedicated to adapting best-selling romance novels into original films. Often called the Netflix of love, Passionflix has grown into a global platform worth over $170 million, streaming in more than 150 countries. For Tusca, this isn't just business, it's about spreading stories of love, joy, and connection to millions of viewers worldwide. But Tusca's journey began long before Passionflix. In 2001, she produced her first feature film, Puzzled, with Elon as executive producer. Since then, she has directed and produced over 55 films and shows, many of them based on beloved romance novels. Her projects range from Hallmark-style dramas to independent productions, all carrying her unique touch. Her influence also stretches into tech. Back in the early 2000s, Tusca co-created Tiki Bar TV, one of the first internet hit web series so innovative that Steve Jobs himself showcased it during an Apple keynote. That early leap into digital storytelling set the stage for the empire she runs today. With creativity, determination, and a belief that love is never cliché, Tusca Musk has proven that she belongs among her famous siblings. While Elon looks to Mars and Kimble builds sustainable food systems, Tusca is busy weaving stories that connect millions of hearts around the globe. So, which Musk family member inspired you the most and why? Let's talk in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't stop here. Click the next video on your screen and step into a world where billionaires live without limits. I'll see you there.